Shocking news from the Camp Nou. Barcelona are reportedly open to a staggering £102 million triple deal with Manchester United, and a surprise name could be sacrificed in the process. At the same time, new manager Hansi Flick is laying out his vision, and one current Barcelona star is set to play an even more crucial role next season. This is not your average transfer update, it's a potential game-changer for Barca's entire project. Let's break it all down right now. Barcelona would study offers for midfielder Fermín López this summer as they look to balance the books, opening the door to an incredible triple swoop for Manchester United. President Joan Laporta is looking to offload players following the signing of goalkeeper Joan Garcia from Espanyol for €25 million, £21m, and the imminent arrival of Nico Williams from Athletic Club in a €58 million, £50m deal. Fellow midfielder Marc Casado has aroused interest from Arsenal, and it's been claimed the Catalans would be willing to listen to offers for the 21-year-old, but Sport now claimed that long-term United target Fermín could also be a sacrifice, and that they are open to his exit as a suitable offer arrives. The report explains that although as things stand Fermín is part of Hansi Flick's plans, the saturation of footballers in his preferred position can end up taking its toll. The club needs to gain payroll, and the arrival of Williams means Flick's new Barcelona will have a different design, with Lamine on the right, Williams on the left and Rafinha in the number 10 position. That central role is one which Dani Olmo and Ferran Torres can provide cover for, meaning Fermín will have a tough competition for minutes. The coaches believe Fermín performs much better in that attacking midfield role than in the construction area, which is completely armored, in any case, with Frenkie de Jong, Marc Bernal, Casado and Gavi all better suited to those deeper lying positions, while Pedri Gonzalez in an undisputed starter in midfield. Barcelona boss Hansi Flick to rely more heavily on trusted star in upcoming season. Those behind the scenes at La Liga giants Barcelona are keen to see a member of the club's midfield ranks afforded an even more prominent role over the season to come. That's according to Diario Sport, who highlight Dani Olmo as the player in question. Attacking midfielder Olmo is for his part of course fresh off a largely productive debut campaign back in Catalonia's capital. After sealing a big-money summer switch from RB Leipzig, the Spanish international quickly set about establishing himself as a key figure in Hansi Flick's 11. All told, across all competitions, Olmo racked up 39 appearances, chipping in with 12 goals and 7 assists along the way. As alluded to above, though, Flick, Deco and company are in agreement that, all going according to plan, the 27-year-old's role will be even more significant in 2025-26. Olmo was hampered by a combination of registration issues and injury woes this past season. Barça, in turn, intend to put together a specialized training program for their midfield star, with a view to affording Olmo an uptick in playing time and, in theory, production in the final third. So, what does this mean for Barcelona's future? Could we really see a mega-money triple deal with Manchester United? And will Flick's faith in this key player pay off? Barcelona fans, now it's your turn. Would you approve the £102 million deal? And who do you think Hansi Flick is planning to build the team around? Smash that like button if you're hyped for the season ahead. Subscribe for daily Barca news and don't miss the next update, because this transfer window is wild. More drama, more deals, more Barca. Stay tuned. Big transfer developments from Barcelona. The Catalan giants are closing in on the signing of Nico Williams despite last-minute tension caused by a special clause demanded by his agent. And that's not all. An Arsenal superstar is reportedly ready to make the move to Camp Nou, with talks heating up behind the scenes. Stick around as we break down all the latest, the negotiations, the complications, and what it means for Barcelona's future. Let's dive in. Despite recent reports, Barcelona remain confident about finalizing the signing of Nico Williams in the coming days and are preparing to pay his release clause, which stands at approximately €62 million, €58 million plus inflation adjustment, claims Sport. The La Liga champions view this week as crucial and aim to complete the payment before July 9, the date Athletic Club returns to training. The intention is to avoid a scenario where the player must report back to the Basque club. Tension between Barcelona and Nico's agent. As per the report, Barcelona acknowledged that there has been some tension in recent days between the club's sporting department and Nico Williams' agent, Felix Tinta. Tinta has been seeking guarantees that Nico will be registered with La Liga, something Barcelona has repeatedly assured. The report further states that Tinta might have requested a special clause to be included in the player's contract, similar to one once held by Dani Olmo last summer, which would allow the player to leave for free if not registered. This comes amidst all the noise from Athletic Club, who have been talking with La Liga about Barcelona's financial situation and their ability to register players. However, Barcelona are unwilling to agree to such a clause, particularly after committing to pay the full €62 million release clause. The Catalans have indicated that any necessary guarantees will be addressed through other means. Barcelona consider the release clause matter to be settled, as Nico is fully committed to joining the club and proceeding with the deal. They maintain that all registration guarantees are in place and are now urging both the player and his agent to provide final approval so the release clause payment can be deposited with La Liga. For this to happen, the Blaugrana require a notarized power of attorney from the player, as was the case with Joan Garcia. An agreement on contract length and salary was reached several weeks ago, shortly after Tinda met with Deco at a Barcelona hotel to communicate the player's interest in joining the team. If all proceeds without issue, Nico will sign for 6 seasons until 2031. His annual salary will be between €7 and €8 million, less than what Athletic is offering for a renewal, and also lower than the proposal made by Bayern Munich. Arsenal star ready to complete Barcelona move, report. An Arsenal star is preparing to make the move to Spanish giants Barcelona. Hansi Flick is looking to build on his squad from last season, where he won the La Liga title at the first time of asking, with several areas a priority this summer. There has been a fairly public chase for a new wide attacker, notably Luis Diaz and Nico Williams, with the latter seemingly edging closer to joining, but sights are now set on an first-team star from Arsenal. That seems to be coming in the shape of Thomas Partey. The 32-year-old midfielder is set to leave Arsenal at the end of his contract, as reported by David Orstian, with a move to Spain on the cards. Spanish outlet Fichages have reported that Barcelona are looking for smart ways to improve their squad, and the signing of Partey on a free transfer would represent that. The deal would run for 2 years with the option to extend it a further year, and would see him return to Spain, where he spent 7 years with Atletico Madrid, including 2 loan spells. Barcelona's financial struggles are well documented, and according to the report their new strategy seeks to strengthen its position without making large outlays. It would allow for more room for maneuver in other positions should they be able to wrap up a deal for Partey. In 442's opinion, the move would make sense for all parties, pardon the pun, involved. Arsenal are looking for a more dynamic midfield, and freeing up wages may allow them to attract other targets in the coming weeks and months. For Partey, moving at this stage of his career makes sense, as it may be the last time he is able to make a jump to what is perceived as another top club. And for Barcelona, staying in line financially will be their biggest opponent this summer window, so any way they can do that will be beneficial. So Barcelona fans, it's getting real. Nico Williams' transfer looks closer than ever, even with a twist in the deal, and now an Arsenal ace could join the revolution under Hansi Flick. Will Deco pull it off? Will La Liga approve the clause? And who's the Arsenal star ready to wear the Barca shirt? Hit that like button if you're excited, subscribe for daily transfer news and let us know in the comments. Which signing do you want to see next at Barcelona? This transfer window is just getting started. Stay tuned.